Hi students, good morning. I am Dr. Majini Jaspalla, Assistant Professor. In this class, we are going to learn about Unit 1 Introduction to Branch Account. It belongs to the Block 1 Branch Accounts. Let's start the introduction of branch accounts. A branch can be described as any establishment carrying on either the same or substantially the same activity as that carried on by head office of the company. It must also be noted that the concept of branch means existence of head office, for there can be no branch without a head office. The principal place of business from the accounting point of view, branches may be classified as dependent branches, independent branches, and the foreign branches. A large concern may have a main office and many local offices in different cities. A branch is a local office which is a part of a large business concern. Branches are open to increases in sales of various areas which cannot be directly served from head office. The head office will invest funds to set up and run the branches. The profit of the branch belongs to the head office only. The basic purpose of branch accounting is to ascertain the branch income, branch expenses, branch assets, and branch liabilities. The branch accounts helps the head office to decide whether a particular branch is earning profits and it should be continued. An independent branch keeps all accounts on its own and can independently ascertain its income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. In case of a dependent branch, its accounts are kept by the head office and hence its incomes, expenses, assets, and liabilities can be ascertained only by the head office. You know very well about this. The investors are invest their money for develop their business. The main objective, main goal is to maximizing their profits and increasing their resources, right? So they are enlarging their business with the lot of branches, various branches. They are opening various branches. Now we are seeing some of the biggest group of organizations having the head office in one places and the different branches in various places of the same country as well as the other countries also. Okay, so here we can see the meaning of branch. First, you should understand what is the meaning of branch, right? The aim of every business is to grow and increase its sales volume so as to earn more and more profits. To achieve the objective, the strategy is to make profit and make the profit of its organizations as well as to make the market its products and services over a large territory, which is possible only if the business branches only. Okay, so it decide to split its business into certain divisions or parts. These are called the branches. Okay, so for example, I have given some of the examples here already. I have told you some of the example. Here I have given some of the example, that is the Bank of Punjab Limited. With its registered head office, it was located at Chandigarh, but it has opened its branches in various places as well as in different cities all over the world, right? All over the world as well as the India's also. So likewise, the Bata Shoe Company and the State Bank of India, LIC Housing Finance, Tata Finance Limited, etc., have many branches all over the country. Okay, then we can see the definition of branches. What is the definition of branch? According to Section 2, subsection A of the Companies Act 1958, a branch office is defined as any establishment described as a branch by the company or any establishment carrying on either the same or substantially the same activity as that carried on by the head office of the company, or any establishment engaged in any production, processing, or manufacture, but does not include any establishment specified in any order made by the central government under Section 8. Next, we can see the objectives of branch accounts. The first objective is to ascertain profit or loss at branch. That is most important, right? The organization, the owner of the organization, the top level officials should know how much is the profit they are earning for the particular branch, right? So first objective is to ascertain the profit or loss, whether it is profit or loss. Okay, every business house wants to measure the performance of its branches separately. Hence, separate records for each branch are necessary. If the separated records are not there, they couldn't identify the profit or loss of the organization. Okay, efficiency or otherwise of a branch can also be measured with the help of its accounting records. Only they could comes to know, right? So the next objective of this branch accounting is to ascertain true financial position of a business unit, right? So the branch accounting will help the business to ascertain its true financial position. Okay, accounting records of the assets and the liabilities will help in preparing the balance sheet, which is a mirror of a financial position. Okay, so then next we can see the next objective, compliance with the statutory requirement. Branch accounts are necessary to meet large requirements with a company, law, income tax laws, and other such acts. Okay. Next objective is to increase efficiency of the branch. All the organizations, owners, the higher officials, to willing to increase the efficiency of the branch. Even though they have the willing, they should try to increase the efficiency of the particular organization. Why? Because then only they can get very good reputation from the society. That's what, to increase efficiency of the branch. Branch accounts are the indicators of the efficiency of the branch. They will indicate the loopholes or drawbacks which can be rectified in time. In this way, branch accounts will be helpful in increasing the efficiency of the particular branch, right? So the next objective is to exercise control over branch. Head office exercises control only through the information supplied by the branches to head office. The main sources of information is the accounts maintained from branch transactions. Okay, so next we can see the different types of this branch account. What are the types are there? Normally, they are classified the branches into two, home branches and foreign branches. But these home branches are divided into two, dependent branches and independent branches. Okay, next we can see the home branches. What do you mean by home branch? When a branch is opened in the same country where the head office is registered, it is called a home branch. Home branch are of two types. What are the types are there? Already I told you, dependent branches, independent branches. First, we should come know what do you mean by dependent branches. The branch that do not maintain a complete record of its transaction are called the dependent branches. Here, the branch is they are not going to maintain any complete record. Okay, but independent branches. In this independent branches means that branches are maintaining complete record about that particular branch with them. Okay, so this is the independent branches. Next, we can see the foreign branches. What is foreign branches? These branches are located outside the country. The head office is one country. The branches are located in the another country. That is the foreign branches. They are operated in the foreign country, which has a different currency, and as such question of rate of exchange will arise. Definitely, this question will arise. Okay, so these branches may be of dependent branch and independent branch. This is based on the method of account. Okay, then we can see the distinction between branch accounts and the departmental accounts. Most of the students having doubt about the branch accounts as well as the departmental accounts. Many of the students and many of the others also thinking the branch accounts and the departmental accounts are same, but that is totally different from the branch account and the departmental accounts. Okay, now we can see the distinction between the branch accounts and the departmental accounts, how it is differ from one to another. I have given some of the points here. The basis of distinction, first I have given the branch accounts, then I have given the departmental accounts. First, we can identify the difference between the branch accounts as well as the departmental accounts. Okay, so you come to this point. First one is maintenance of account. Under this branch account, that is maintaining the accounts either at a branch or at head office. Okay, but in the case of departmental accounts are maintained at one place only. That is the head office only. In the main head office only, they will maintaining the accounts. Okay, the second point is allocation of common expenses. Under this branch accounts, no allocation problem arises since the expenses in respect of each branch can be identified. That is most important. But in the case of departmental accounts, common expenses are distributed among the departments concerned on some equitable basis considered suitable in the same case. This is for the departmental accounts. Then we can see the third point is reconciliation. Under this branch account, reconciliation of head office and a branch account is necessary in case of branch maintaining independent accounting records at the end of the accounting year. But in the case of departmental accounts, no such problem will arise. Okay, then we can see the conversion foreign currency figures. At the time of finalization of account, conversion of figures in foreign branch is necessary. Okay, it is comes under the branch accounts. But in the case of departmental accounts, no such this type of problems will be arise in the departmental accounts. Okay, so I hope you have understood and you got a clear idea about this, the distinction between the branch account and the departmental accounts. Then we'll move for the journal entries. I have given some of the journal entries for your clear and easy understanding. The first one is inventory. What is inventory? Inventory means a stock, right? Every company having some stock with the organization, right? So we can see the following are the journal entries of branch accounts. First, I have given one small problem, online problem, and I have given that the solution also, so you can easily understand. Okay, so if the head office transferred inventory of ₹1,000 to its branch office, then below journal entry will be passed in the head office books. What is the journal entry? Branch account debtor to inventory account. Students, here you should understand one thing. Whenever you are writing the journal entry, you should bring that golden rules in your mind. Whenever you are thinking that golden rules in your mind, you can easily write the journal entry without making any mistake. There are three important golden rules are there, right? Three accounts are there: personal account, real account, and nominal account. Okay, so all the three golden rules you should bring in your mind whenever you are writing the journal entry, right? So when you are thinking that the journal entry, you can write the journal entry easily. Okay, here branch account debtor to inventory account. This is the journal entry we are maintaining in the head office book, right? What is the problem? If the head office transferred inventory, they are transferring inventory, so stock goes out. So branch account debtor to inventory account. Inventory goes from their office, it goes to the branch office. What is the rule of the personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here branch office the receiver, right? So branch account debtor ₹1,000 to inventory account 1,000, that is credit what goes out. Okay, so that we have written this journal entry: branch account debtor 1,000 to inventory account. Any doubts are there? The next journal entry is cash remitted by branch to head office. What is the, listen carefully, cash remitted by branch to head office. Then if the branch office remits cash of rupees 500 to head office, branch office or remit cash to the head office, cash account debtor to branch account, because the branch office is receiving money. Debit what comes in, cash account debtor to branch account, credit the giver. Okay, so then we'll move for the next part. Some of the format of branch accounts I have given here in the books of head office. The branch account, head office are maintaining the account of the branch account. Okay, this is the format. When you are learning this format, you can get more and clear idea about this. Particulars are there, the amount inner column and the amount outer column. The credit side also particulars column and the amount inner column and the amount outer column. Okay, so first what we have to write it, to balance BD. To balance BD means whatever the stock is available with them, opening balance is available with them, stock, opening debtors and the petty cash, any other assets are there, we have to write it in the opening balance BD. Okay, so here to balance BD, what are the items are there? If any stock availability are there now, we have to write it to stock. That amount we have to write it in the inner column. To debtors, to petty cash, to other assets. Okay, all the items you should write it in the inner column and just you total it and write it in the outer column. Then to goods sent to branch. Any goods are sent to the branch now, you have to write it in the debit side. Okay, so then to bank account, any cash sent to branch now, we have to write it to bank account. Okay, then to goods sent to branch, load on goods return to head office. Okay, that is we have to write it in the debit side. Then to abnormal loss account, load on abnormal loss. Then you come to this credit side, by balance BD. Any other opening creditors, any other outstanding opening expenses are there now, we have to write it in the credit side. So by balance BD, by creditors and outstanding expenses, just you write the amount in the inner column and just you total it and write it in the outer column. Then stock reserve account, any other stock reserve is there now, we have to write it in the credit side. Okay, then by bank, any other cash sales are there, any other collection we have received from their debtors are there, these are the items, we'll write it in the credit side. Then by goods sent to branch, goods sent to branch now, that means goods return to head office, that is, then any other abnormal loss when they are sending goods to their branch means any returns are there, any other losses are there, now we have to write it in the credit side. Then goods sent to branch account, that is loaded on goods into branch. Then if any other loss is there, now we have to write it in the credit side. By general profit and loss account, we should transfer that loss to the general profit and loss account. If it is profit now, we should write it in the debit side. Okay, to general profit and loss account. This profit also we are going to transfer to the general profit and loss account. This is the format of branch account. For preparing the particular head office books, you should prepare the branch account. Okay, then I have given the illustration. Okay, when you are seeing and learning this, you can get very good and a clear idea about this Unit 1 introduction of branch account. Okay, let's we move for the sum. First, I should read the question for your easily understanding. Listen carefully. From the following particulars relating to Hyderabad branch for the year ended 31/12/1990. Prepare branch in the head office books. Particulars, debit side amount column, credit side amount. Okay, first we can see stock at the branch on 1190, 15,000. Debtors at the branch on 1190, 30,000. Petty cash at the branch on 1190, 300. Goods sent to branch during 1990, 2,52,000. Cash sales 1990, 60,000. Received from debtors 1990, 2,10,000. Then credit sales during 1990, 2,28,000. Then checks sent to branch during 1990 for salaries. They have sent the check for worth rupees 9,000. Then rents and the rates 1,500. For petty cash, they have sent rupees 1,100. Then stock at the branch on 31/12/1990, 25,000. Petty cash on 31/12/1990, 200. Goods returned by the branch 2,000. Debtors on 31/12/1990, 48,000. I have given the solution. Listen carefully. In the books of head office, Hyderabad branch account. The books of head office, Hyderabad branch account. Okay, you should write the date column, particulars column, amount column. The credit side also you should write the date column, particulars column, then amount column. Okay, you should write it, and then we can see in the date column, January 1st. Why? Because we are going to write the opening balance of 1990. Two balance BD. What are the items are there? See here, stock, debtors, petty cash are here, right? Stock 15,000 to opening stock, 15,000 to opening debtors, 30,000 to petty cash, 300 are there, right? Then see, two goods sent to branch, two goods sent to branch. How much is the goods sent to branch? 2,52,000. Here you can see 2,52,000. Okay. Then how much is the salaries? Salaries they have given 9,000, right? Salaries 9,000, rent and rates 1,500, petty cash 1,100. So now we can see salaries 9,000, rent and rates 1,500, petty cash 1,100. Just to total it, all the three items 11,600. Just to write it in the inner column and write the total amount in the outer column. Okay. Then you come to this credit side. See the credit side here, cash sales are there, isn't it? How much is the cash sales? 60,000. Then received from debtors. From debtors they have received 2,10,000. Okay. Come to the credit side, cash sales 60,000, cash from debtors 2,10,000. Just to total it, both these amount, cash sales and cash from debtors. When you are adding both these two items, you will get 2,70,000. You should write it in the outer column, 2,70,000. Then put sent to branch, return to head office. How much? See here, goods returned by the branch 2,000. They are returning to their head office. How much is the return? 2,000. If any item, the branch is returned to the head office now, we should write it in the credit side. Then we can see the stocks, closing stock available are there. Here, stock at the end. How much is the stock? 25,000. Then petty cash 200. Goods returned by the branch already we have taken. Debtors 48,000. Right? So come to the answer. Stock 25,000. Debtors 48,000. Petty cash 200. Right? These are the three items or the closing balances. Okay, so just you total it. In this credit side, total is more than the debit side total, right? Credit side total how much? 3,45,200. 3,45,200. Just you roughly total it with the debit side. After totaling the debit side items, just you subtract from this 3,45,200, you will get 36,300. That is the general profit and loss account. That is the profit of the particular branch. So you should write here the debit side to general profit and loss account. That is the profit we will transfer to the general profit and loss account. If the debit side total is more than this credit side total, and now it is the loss of the organization. I hope you have understand the illustration 1. Then we'll move for the illustration 2. First, I wanted to read that question. Then we'll move for the solution part. The following information relates to Madurai branch. Particulars, debit amount, credit amount. Stock on 1/1/1994, 11,200. Branch debtors on 1/1/94, 6,300. Goods sent to branch, 51,000. Then cash sent to branch for rent 1,500. Salaries 3,000. Petty cash 500. Just to total it all the three items, you will get 5,000. Okay. Then sales at the branch, cash 25,000. Then credit sales 39,000. Okay. How much is the total? 64,000, right? Then cash received from debtors 41,200. Stock on 31/12/1994, 13,300. Prepare branch account for the year 1994. They are asking us to prepare the branch account for the year 1994. Then you come to this solution part. In the books of head office, Madurai branch account. The head office books, we are preparing the Madurai branch account. Okay, you should write the date column, particulars column, the amount column. In the credit side also, you should write the date column, particulars column, then amount column. Okay, you should write on January 1st to balance BD. What are the items are here on January 1st? Stock is there, debtors is there, isn't it? Stock 11,200, debtors 6,300. So we have to write here stock 11,200, debtors 6,300. Then we can see the question, goods sent to branch, how much? 51,000. Goods sent to branch also we should write it in the debit side. To goods sent to branch 51,000. Then any other expenses are there? See the question. Expenses are there. How much? Rent 1,500. Salaries 3,000. Petty cash. They have given cash for petty cash 500. Okay. So these are the amount also we can write here. Rent 1,500. Just to write that amount in the inner column. Just you total it and write it in the outer column. Okay. To bank. So rent 1,500. Salaries 3,000. Petty cash 500. Total how much? 5,000. You should write it in the outer column. Then you come to the credit side. On December 31st, What are the items are there? By bank. Okay. What are the items are there? Cash sales are there and collection from debtors are there. Cash sales, how much? 25,000. Okay. Cash sales, 25,000. We can write here by cash sales, 25,000. Then collection from debtors. How much cash they are collecting? 41,200, right? See here, cash received from debtors. How much amount? 41,200. You can write here 41,200. Just you total it, the cash sales and the collection from debtors, 66,200, right? You can write it in the outer column, 66,200. Then we have to write the closing balances. Closing balances, the stock is there, right? Stock is there. How much is the stock? On 31/12/1994, 13,600 are there, right? So we can write here stock 13,600. How much is the debtors are there? 4,100 debtors are there. Okay, so we can write here by balance CD, stock 13,600, then debtors. You should write both items, stock and debtors. You can write both items, stock and debtors. Just to put the total both sides, 83,900 is the credit side total, right? 83,900. How much is the credit side total? 83,900. Just to put that total amount in the both sides. So the credit side balance is higher than the debit side total, right? So just you subtract that amount, 83,900 minus the opening balances, goods into branch, and the other expenses. You will get 10,400. 10,400 is the profit of the organization, right? 10,400 is the profit of the organization. So you should write to general profit and loss account. To general profit and loss account. That is the profit. So we should transfer to the general profit and loss account. That's what we are writing here. To general profit and loss account. Okay. So in case the debit balance is higher than the credit side, now that is the loss of the organization. Even if it is loss or profit, we should transfer that amount to the general profit and loss account. Okay. Thank you all.